you guys what is up. It is Ivy Concrete Catwalk. Those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. I love all things thrift, vintage, new, nearly new, estate sailing, you name it. I love it. To my catwalkers, welcome back to a new video this Sunday. Those of you who are newly subscribed, thank you so much for coming along together on this journey. Okay, so you guys, topic as you saw from the title is don't you end up this way. Being oh so flawlessly fabulous, beautiful bags, clothes, and everything, but absolutely broke. And when I say broke, I'm not talking from the perspective of having nothing. I'm talking from the perspective of not having finances. You need to protect yourself. I'm gonna get into this because as much as I love sharing with you guys and showing you guys things, I feel it's also important to discuss with you the way in which I got here. Didn't just come overnight. It was a steady climb of making financial decisions that are very important. And I think that those are some things that a lot of people don't necessarily discuss in depth. What it means to make sure that fiscally across your life, you are secure. So I want to give you the perspective because it came up by way of two things. Sometimes I will get questions about, oh, how did you find this? How did you manage to do this? And I want to get into that, but I also want to give you some pointers about laying a foundation so that your older you will be very much happy with your younger self, because there are decisions that you made earlier on that put your older self in a position where you do not have to worry. And considering the financial climate that we are in, I think this is a good time to sit and have that talk. I came across an article where a lady was talking about how she did not prepare for her later years. She broke it down and said, my ass is broke. I didn't lay down a foundation to plan, to secure, to have. She spent a lot of time buying things, but not buying into things that were going to allow her to be comfortable later on in life. And she took it there. She's talking about bags and clothes and shoes, all of the tangible things that are great to put on. They are not the type of things that are going to give you what? Incubation and security later on in life as you move towards a time frame where you do not want to answer to anybody. But in the mix of working and buying things, you have to plan to the future. You have to think about the future. As my mom used to always say, if you do not have a plan, you plan to fail. I'm going to dial this back a little bit and I'm going to lay this out for you because I'm going to speak to me. I'm going to speak to my younger self. When I was younger, I made a lot of mistakes by way of you rush into things too quick and you know full on that it is not the right point in time in your life to do the type of things that you decided that you're going to do. And yeah, I'm talking about having things that were expensive at a point in time that those things weren't necessary. Doing things financially that did not make a lot of sense. I think we all make those kind of mistakes. But the problem is when you don't learn from those mistakes. I was fortunate enough through the advice and guidance of parents who just laid it all on the line and said, you've got to be responsible for you later on. We can't come to the rescue and save you. Those things that you purchase and put on your backside are not going to save you. Investing and budgeting and putting money aside for a rainy day will. It's okay to want to have nice things, but it is a balancing act. Put money aside for yourself first. Invest for your future second, and third, make sure that when you decide that it is time to buy those things, that you are fiscally and comfortable enough to be okay with parting with that money. I am not talking about putting things all on credit cards. I am not talking about running out here and spending an exorbitant amount of money. Figure out what it is that works for you and within your budget. One thing that I had to learn, I am the type of person that I have to be on a budget. I have to know what the bottom line is based upon what's coming in, what's going out, how much I can spend, what's left over, incidentals, things that happen. You never know, something may happen. You need a tire, you need whatever it may be. I have to have something that is going to say, time out, enough. You can't. Not this month, not next month, maybe the following month. A fiscal structure of a budget is what works best for me. And I encourage you, if you are just starting out in this world, and I won't even say luxury, but wanting to do nice things for yourself, wanting to spend money on something that is truly worth the experience, or something that is going to bring you a feeling of, I finally made it. It's okay to do those things, but you have to have the resources in place that are going to allow you to be comfortable after you've gone ahead and you've done those things. The other part of this equation, you've got to be able to look at all of your finances and all of your invested resources and figure out a way of how you can make those things work for you. A bag is not going to work as a long-term investment. There may be some exceptions to the rule, but let's be real. A bag is a short-term, I have this, I may decide I want to keep it, and if I recoup my money, yay. If I don't recoup my money or all of my money, then that's fine too. But it is not the same as putting your money in something that is going to be to your benefit later in the future. So let me just jump into this budgeting. The first thing that I had to discover was you have to be realistic about what the budget is, and you have to outline something that is based upon what your income and expenses are, and that is going to be reasonable and comfortable for you to stick to. The other thing is the emergency fund. It sucks to have to ask somebody to bail you out of a difficult spot. Younger me learned the hard way. Not even going to get into all of it. You have to be able to save yourself in the event of emergency. So you're out and something happens and you need $500-$600 in order to solve the emergency issue. You've got to be able to do that. It is not cute to walk around with something that is so expensive, but you don't even have $50 that you can pull out of your wallet in order to save yourself. When it comes down to making decisions about finances, err on the side of saving for your first. Things that are going to benefit your well-being for many, many, many years to come. So the thing of return on investment, this is not a return on investment. Money in an investment account or other avenue of making a large return on investment, absolutely. The stock market, you get where I'm coming from. Simply sharing with you guys so that you understand. I feel that there are things that I can share with you guys, not just material things, but also from the perspective of the financial. It took a long time to get to this point for myself through trial and error and understanding the biggest thing that you need to focus on before you even get to the point of wanting to buy all these beautiful fancy things is take care of yourself first. Invest in yourself first. Eat well, you sleep well, you put money aside well, you build a solid foundation so that all of these other frivolous things, it's easy to do and it's not going to hurt you when you decide to do it. Okay. The other thing with regards to don't let this happen to you. Know when to ask for help if you're trying to get on track financially. It is okay to go to a financial advisor. It is okay to talk to someone who's very good with their money and you want some guidance. Learn the baselines of what it is to learn about a Roth IRA or 401k or 457 or diversification in your stocks and when to dial it back. If you don't know, it is okay to ask. On the other side of the fence are people who say that if you don't have an emergency fund, you don't have necessarily the funds up front to put money aside for retirement, that you delay that for a little bit. I agree with that to a certain extent. But I also think that you have to learn and understand that simultaneous to spending money, you also have to learn how to save money and invest. Is something that I had to learn. Sharing this with you because I think it is important, because you're always going to have to be putting money out, whether it be for mortgage, whether it be for second property, whether it be for education somewhere along the line for children. But you have to learn how to spend, save, and invest. Even if on the investment side you can only do $50 to $100 or $25, something is better than nothing. Even if on the savings side of the fence you can only do $10 to $20 per week, something is better than nothing. In the mindset of making sure that you're incubated and you're saving your money or you're investing your money or you're spending your money wisely, all of these three things have to be in play to make sure that you're progressing along. And then the final thing with this is, let's talk about that word that no one likes to talk about, but it is facts. Please don't go into debt trying to look so fabulous or be so fabulous or have this big fabulous house or this big fabulous life. Live within your means. We've all made mistakes. I've made mistakes, but guess what? Mistakes are survivable. The only problem is if you keep making the same mistakes over and over again and you don't learn from them. I love to share with you guys all those fun things, bags and run don't walks and things that I find. But at the end of the day, we are here to support each other. I think we are one big family. There's so much to talk about, but I want you all to get the 360 view about my life. I had to earn the position of being able to do the things that I can do. It wasn't by magic, it wasn't by a silver spoon, and it wasn't by a money tree in the backyard. You learn by reading and asking questions and working out a way, a plan, and a budget that is going to work for you. Don't be fabulous and broke. You deserve the world, but understand that it is a process and a climb to get to achieving your financial dreams, your travel dreams, your bag dreams. It is a process, but make sure you pay yourself first. If you do not want to miss out on anything that I post, you know what to do. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I try to post videos every Sunday. So if you do not want to miss out, tap that and you'll receive notifications each time I post a new video. Links to my socials will be in the description box below. You can also head on over to Poshmark. You can check out my closet. I am Concrete Catwalk on Poshmark. You can also head on over to Instagram and feel free to DM me there as well if you see anything in my Poshmark closet that you like. Thank you so much for stopping by this week. Be safe. See you all. Bye for now.